Hello and welcome to the new tutorial from the SketchUp Studio. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how we can use Veras AI rendering engine for SketchUp. So, as you know, Veras is one of the newest rendering engines designed by the AI data for the rendering about interior and exterior design in SketchUp. As you can see, we have some simple, tiny, small office in this place, and this is one of the rooms that we have in here with two simple lockers and some other favorite floors about the interior designing and managing objects. So I'm gonna start the Veras very simple and easy. So I'm gonna click on the Veras in here, Evolve Lab Veras. So I'm gonna click on the AI visualization on my SketchUp, maximize the screen, and it will start for us after a second. So as you can see, this is the simple preview of our SketchUp camera view, and now I can't show it to you, but it will be real time and change after a minute. So Veras environment is something like that, and in the first part called explore, we have different type of things for doing. First of all, in the right side upside, we have the open rendering folder, and when you click on it, you can see your rendering history. I took one render before this tutorial, and this is the final result, and the result is really wonderful. But how we can reach to these type of designings? So I'm gonna close it in here, and I'm gonna do this job another time. So as you can see, we can see our renders in this folder very simple. In the setting, we have many type of rendering settings like the version from 4 to 5 or version 4. I use latest version of the Veras and it's really simple. In the general, you can change the folder's name and folder's place and path on your computer. And the analytics allow you to collect some other data usage. So I'm going to press OK. In this part, you have the About Veras website and other type of things, Evolve Veras webpage, and another one is the Veras forum, and you can ask your questions from the support team. And you can do this work and sign out or log out from your account. In the renders remaining, you have 27 out of 30, and it means that I take 3 test renders before this tutorial, and you can buy some premium account for your rendering job. In the timer atom realistic, you can see some type of prompts for example, and you can use these type of examples for your designing. If I change it to the, for example, forest rain realistic, it helps you to create some exterior renders much realistic in the forest and rainy mood. We have winter, white kitchen, living room realistic, living room chip materials, and parametric exterior massing. It helps you to create some type of simple volume in the SketchUp and convert it to the complicated render. In the widths and heights, you can change the resolution about your picture and render. But right now, it's not work for me because I use the beta version of it and it's the free trial version. But for the rendering, you need to change your progress from explore to the compose. And in here, you have many different type of options for creating your realistic render. So I will close Veras in here and I will change my camera position in the SketchUp environment, very simple and easy. The main point is that your detail of 3D modeling is really important in your exterior and output jobs. I'm going to click on the camera position in here, select this place, and look around a little bit, something like that, and type 150 centimeter for my eye height. So it's really good and works well for me. So I texturized all of my geometry and it's really important because if you use some empty detextured 3D models, you can't reach to a better result in 3D rendering with the AI visualization. In the camera, I'm going to change it to the 2-point perspective. And now I want to start my main rendering with the Veras AI. But before I do this work, I want to close my environment. So I'm going to click on these type of window in here, click on the rotate option. And if I can, I will close this woody window frame in here. So now it's much better because sometimes exterior environment will make mistakes on your AI visualizing. So camera position, I set someplace near to the wall because I need to cover all of my environment. I will type 146 centimeter for my eye height or 154 for example. My camera is the 2-point perspective because I need some straight render. So I'm going to press Ctrl S, save my job, and click on the Veras AI visualization. So as you can see, it will take a little bit time to refresh and check out some settings for you. So now I want to start my job with the designing and rendering in AI. So I will click on the compose in here for start my new rendering. My preview size is exactly like this and I can change it because I use trail version. So I will start from the geometry override setting. What it can do for us. When you move your cursor on this information bar, you can see the details and descriptions about it. And it says that the amount geometry will change from the original model. Low values prompt geometry detail retention, while high values can generate more creative results. If you increase it at the final render, you will see some type of extra 3D designs that not exist on your 3D model. So be careful about it. If you want some exact rendering from your exact 3D model, you must hold it on some normal number, for example 60 or some number like maybe 70 is the maximum. If I change it to the 100, I will have see some type of another rendering completely different from my 3D model. So right now, because we test this Veras AI, I will change it to the 56 for example or 66. Material override. Low values stay closer to the original aesthetic while high values change to the aesthetic producing more dynamic colors. I prefer to use high value or some type of material about 74 for example. My resolution is static and I can't change it. But in this place we have 4 tags in here. If I turn on the turbo nature, it will focus on the outside, so I don't need it. I only need IS interior, so it's good for me. And about the prompt, you must write some type of understandable text for your AI rendering. As you can see in here, we have some type of ready text and prompt, but I can change it. For example, I want to write, imagine realistic render about this interior design and use nice color matching, for example. So in the prompt strings, you can increase the power, and when you increase it, it only focuses on your prompts and these settings will be fade out. So hold it on some normal intensity, about 64 for example. So in the seed option, we can do some type of render seeds, but right now it's not activated for me because it's only active on the premium account. So everything is done. I will click on the render and it takes a little bit time. I hope the result can be satisfying, but I don't know how it will give me some type of render or export for my 3D job in architectural design. It takes a little bit time, and the final result is something like that. As you can see, these shelves, walls, and windows are the same, but in this place we have some another window, and maybe it's not really realistic. But it can be near to my job and near to my target. So this time, this is my first render. I want to decrease the geometry override, for example, 20. And material override is about, for example, something about 80 or 50, for example. I want to change my prompt and set this time imagine modern interior design for tiny and small art office. And I will reduce the prompt range to the maybe 60 or 56 and press generate or render. I hope this time the result can be improved and can be better and can be satisfying. So it takes a little bit time. My previous render takes 17.3 seconds and this render maybe take more, I don't know. As you can see, now we have some much realistic result when we decreased the geometry override. So you learn how to use the geometry override for your 3D renders. My first render is much sharper and much realistic than my second render. But my second render much nearer to the 3D model that I have in my SketchUp model. So if you want to see all of these renders, you can click on this folder bar and click on it. And this is your renders Veras AI takes for you. So I will close it. This time I want to use another geometry setting. So I will increase the geometry override to the 46, for example, or something about 50. And I want to increase my prompt level. For example, I want to type my 3D colors. So how I can do this job? My 3D colors is blue, gold, wood, dark gray, and some type of dark wallpaper. So I will add these colors to my prompt to see what happened in my Veras AI rendering. So this time I will type, for example, imagine small, tiny office with some modern design and I will, for example, add some comma in here. So I will continue my prompt writing. For example, I want to type interior colors 2 point blue, gold, and dark gray. So I hope this time it takes better result on my job. I will change my prompt range to the 66 or maybe 70. As you can see, this result is completely different with our final result. So it's much better than the our middle render and first render. So I think first render and the last render is much better than the others. As you can see, the final result is really incredible, and you can see your final shot in this place. I think some place like that, I think. So it's really wonderful. It works really well, and you can save your job, for example, on your desktop and press save. or save it on some place like the desktop and press save again. So you can see the final job, something like this. So please comment your opinion and your experience about the Veras AI rendering. Thanks for watching, thanks for your support. If you like this video, please like and subscribe our YouTube channel, and goodbye.